MSU TV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSU TV is signing on.
Tonight on NewsCenter, strategy talk with a homecoming candidate. Level up with MSU's gaming night. Morehead celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month. Women's Virtue and Alpha Kappa Alpha team up for hair care tips. An inside look at the success of MSU's soccer team. All this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Eden Jordan.
And I'm Erica Johnson.
Here's what's making headlines for October 18th, 2018. Saturday, October 18th and 20th, kicks off homecoming events here at Morehead State. Nick Anderson, Peyton Pugh, Cameron Fodder, Waco Bays, Saeed Canoe, Bethany Pace, Tessa Collins, Bailey Pennington, Sydney Riley, and Riley Stafford are all members of the homecoming court this year.
Voting through your email right now if you want to vote.
Morehead State's homecoming is right around the corner, and the homecoming court has been scrambling to get all the votes they can. Homecoming Queen nominee Junior Tessa Collins gives details about what it means to her to run in the homecoming race.
I love being able to be involved in Morehead's community and MSU and just represent like a lot of the student body, and my sorority actually nominated me, which is a great thing. But it's not just about like, you know, representing Kappa Delta, it's about representing all of the MSU students and everything. And I actually have two cousins that were crowned queen back in like the 70s, 80s. So that's really cool to like grow up hearing them talk about it. And then I've had a lot of other cousins pass recently and be on court, and I've seen them do it, and it just looked like a lot of fun.
Collins also gives a piece of advice to future homecoming nominees.
Just to have fun with it. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about, you know, trying to like just stress. Oh, I've got to do this, I've got a campaign, I got to do this. It's supposed to be fun, and I've been able to meet a lot of people that I wouldn't have if I hadn't been able to do this, and I think that's really important.
Campaign strategies that the court is using is trying to meet everyone on campus.
Because we keep saying like who all's on court and throwing up posters everywhere, but like it's good to actually see somebody and talk to them to get that like, oh, that's who you are. So yeah.
Collins says that the homecoming schedule started a week later than usual, so the homecoming court only had a limited time to campaign, and the students had a limited time to vote.
I want everybody to vote, whether it's for me or somebody else. I think it's just important to log onto their email and go to the link and do it. It takes 5 seconds.
For NewsCenter, I'm Olivia Leet.
Voting ended Tuesday at midnight, and the contestants will find out who won during the football game on Saturday.
19 students of Kirch Polytech College, a vocational college in Crimea, have died following an attack on the school. According to Russian, at least one bomb and ran through the halls, firing shots at fellow classmates before taking their own life. Russian officials are calling the incident an act of mass murder.
At least 27 people have been found dead after Hurricane Michael passed through the Florida Panhandle. Regional officials expect the number to rise as they are still searching for missing people. Co-founder of Houston-based Crowdsource Rescue, Matthew Marchetti, believes many of the missing people to be in the Panama City area. The Florida Department of Health has created an online form for people to report friends and loved ones missing. The storm destroyed many buildings and flattened whole communities. With this damage, reports of looting homes and businesses have been common. Red Cross has been taking donations to help rebuild communities.
A club on campus is allowing students to level up in the Camden Carroll Library.
Morehead State Gaming is a club that meets in the library every Wednesdays at 7 to 9. We started Morehead State Gaming really as a club to bring gamers together because we really wanted to find a cohesive group where we could share ideas, play together. One of the things our club likes to do is we like to host tournaments, and actually next week on October the 24th from 5 until 9 we're going to be hosting 3 tournaments all at the same time. We're going to be running Super Smash Bros. For the GameCube, for the Wii U, and then we like to run Mario Kart. And, you know, people have a blast at these things. So somebody gets a really cool knockout and the whole club is jumping up and down cheering. We have people standing, we have people clapping. I mean, it's a loud event and everybody loves it. You know, we're always getting questions of, when's going to be the next one? Where is it? Where can I come? And so where we meet at is actually on the west second floor of the library, Camden Carroll Library.
I like this club because it gives me an opportunity to meet other people who like D&D, or just to introduce people who like it, and play in the Smash community and just have fun once a week. Nice stress reliever.
Mainly one thing that I like about MSG is that I've been coming here every single week, and the more I come here, the more I realize that there's a second family.
This is the highlight of my entire school week.
The club will be hosting gaming night each Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Camden Carroll Library until December 12th.
We're here with Sahara LaForce for your NewsCenter weather update.
Hello. So as you all know, it's been pretty chilly for most of this week, which is a big difference from what it has been for the past couple of weeks since autumn actually started. So we are finally seeing all that autumn weather that we've been talking about the whole time. And as well as the lower temperatures, we are also seeing not as many showers this week as we have been in the past. We are going to be having a pretty sunny week for the most part. We're going to be seeing a little bit of precipitation at the beginning of this next week, but for the most part, we're going to have some pretty comfortable to a little bit chilly temperatures and comfortable weather. So it's going to be a pretty okay week.
Thanks, Sahara. When we come back, we'll have an interview with Student Director for MSU's on-campus housing, Donovan Cyrus, to talk about the upcoming Fall Festival.
Dude, where you been out all day?
Breckenridge Hall.
What's so cool about Breckenridge Hall?
Welcome back. I'm with Student Director for MSU's Student On-Campus Housing, Donovan Cyrus.
Hi.
Hi, Donovan. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So we have been seeing a lot of banners and signs all around campus about the Fall Festival. Can you tell us a little bit about that event?
So the Fall Festival is being put on by some of the RAs, mainly the RAs in Alumni Tower, Andrews Hall, and they're the same RAs that look over Eagle Lake. They're putting together a Fall Festival on October 30th at 6:30 p.m. for mainly, any students that want to come. There'll be free food, cornhole games, photo booth. There'll be a photo booth put up. We will have prizes to give away, pumpkin painting, just a lot of like normal fall festival things you would see. And it will be in between where Alumni Tower and Andrews Hall, that area where the grass is and the sidewalk and stuff.
Okay. So, yeah, well, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're really excited to get started with it. We're excited to do it.
Good, yeah. So what encouraged you all to do this event?
So we were like every semester, or like we try to do a big event for the semester for all residents in our area. And so what we did is we did a back to school bash at the beginning of the semester, and then we had a lot of success with that. So we wanted to do like a fall festival kind of thing in the middle. And the RAs are like, they're running out to the community, getting donations, they're putting together the banners, they're decorating, they're putting the booths up. And like, it's not just the RAs in Alumni Tower and Andrews Hall that are doing it. Like RAs from other buildings like Cartmel or East Manon Tower are all coming to do a booth or something. SGA I think is also putting in a booth too or something. So we have different groups coming together to help us with this.
Okay, yeah, so it sounds like it's going to be something big.
Yeah, we're wanting it to be a big event for the campus.
Yeah. So who all is welcome to the event?
So everyone's welcomed. Everybody on campus, people who live off campus. I even had some employees that like work in Coma asked me the other day if they could even come because they said they saw the banner and they're like, well, are we invited? We technically live in Alumni if we work here, so they want to come down and take some part in the activities. And we want people from the community too to come if they see the flyers. We put flyers up and stuff.
Okay, yeah, so it's really well advertised, so everyone wants to come. And if anyone has any questions or they just want to contact you, how can they do that?
They can contact me by my email. It's rdcyrus@moreheadstate.edu, or contact the housing office and they can put you in contact with the right people.
All right, well, thank you, Donovan.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see how the event goes.
It'll be great. Thanks.
No problem. When we come back, we'll be right back for your weather update.
Hey there, ever wish you knew how to control fire? Or had a mini version of yourself? Or you could be anywhere you want with the snap of your fingers? Well then, become a part of Convergent Media.
For more information, go to moreheadstate.edu/convergentmedia.
The Associate Professor of Dance here at Morehead State University. Under the Dance Minor program, you will learn a variety of genres of dance, including tap, ballet, modern, jazz, hip-hop, African, dance composition, dance improvisation, dance history, intro to dance, and Pilates. If you are interested, you can become a member of our National Dance Honors Fraternity, Delta Chi Xi. This fraternity offers students the opportunity to spread dance not only on our campus, but throughout the community. If you're interested in any of our classes, please come and contact me, Professor Natasha Davis. And never miss a chance to dance.
Hello and good evening. I'm Sahara LaForce with NewsCenter and Morehead, this is your weather. Currently in Morehead, it is about 57 degrees and sunny with humidity of 35% and winds of 4 miles per hour. It's significantly chillier than it has been for the past couple of weeks, which is a welcome respite, and it is also sunny, which is another welcome respite after all of that rain. The record temperatures for this date in the past have a record high of 88 degrees in 1938 with a record low of 20 degrees in 1948. Now the normal high for this time of year is 69 degrees and the normal low is 41 degrees. So we are smack dab in the middle of the normal highs and lows, and we are pretty far away from the record highs and lows, which has been a welcome change for the past few weeks. Now for a look at our temperature map, we have 62 degrees in Paducah, 61 degrees in Bowling Green, 58 degrees in Louisville, 56 degrees in Frankfort, 57 in Ashland, and 57 in Morehead. Now for a look at tonight's forecast, it is going to be pretty clear and pretty chilly at 36 degrees with a 0% chance of precipitation. So you won't need an umbrella, but you will need a coat. Now for a look at tomorrow's forecast, it is going to be mostly sunny with a comfortable 66 degrees for our high, and sunrise will be at 7:45 a.m. Now for a look at our 7-day forecast. We are going to be seeing a lot of sun this upcoming week, but some pretty low temperatures, lower than we have been seeing anyway. We are going to see a bit of rain on Saturday, but for the most part it is going to be pretty comfortable. Now let's kick it over to Olivia with the sports.
I'm Olivia Leet, and this is sports. Morehead State football earned a dramatic win on the road over Davidson Saturday night. The Eagles went back and forth the entire 60 minutes. The Eagles were tied 21 at the half, and the defense held Davidson to 1 first down before raising the score 28-21 on an astonishing play engineered by quarterback Lawson Page. Davidson tied it back up with 7:52 left on the clock. After the Eagles scored their eventual game-winning touchdown, freshman cornerback Brandon Barbie got his first interception of his career. Football returns home next weekend to host the PFL foe Valparaiso for homecoming at 2 p.m. Morehead State volleyball improved their OVC standings to 7-1 after defeating Southeast Missouri. After dropping the first set, the Eagles rallied back for the last 3 sets behind efficient hitting. Olivia Lohmeyer led the Eagles with 17 kills on the night. Sophomore Lauren Roque had 13, and Jessie Watchman also added 13 kills. Morehead improved to 16-5 overall, while Southeast Missouri fell to 13-8. The Eagles will next hit the road Friday to face SIUE at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Ultimate Fighting Championship fighter Conor McGregor lost against Khabib Nurmagomedov on October 6, 2018. Following his victory, Nurmagomedov jumped over the fence and started attacking McGregor's training partner, Dylan Dennis. Taking advantage of the chaos, McGregor was attacked by 2 members of Nurmagomedov's team. During an interview, Nurmagomedov claimed McGregor and his team started insulting Nurmagomedov's religion, his father, and his country. Footage of the fight showed McGregor throwing the first punch. Nurmagomedov may also face criminal charges for his role in the brawl that would potentially complicate any U.S. visa applications he makes in the future. Morehead State soccer has come on a 3-game winning streak, putting them in the 5th place in OVC standings. After a difficult non-conference schedule, the Eagles are now putting up a mean fight against their OVC opponents. They are now 4-4 in conference play and 5-11 overall.
Morehead State Soccer has went on a 3-game winning streak in the OVC by defeating Austin Peay, Tennessee Tech, and Jacksonville State. The Eagles have leveled out their standings in the OVC with these 3 wins and an early victory over SIUE, putting themselves at 4-4 in conference play. We got a chance to speak with sophomore midfielder Tia Williams to get a look at how the Eagles have been preparing themselves and putting themselves in a better position to win.
So far, I personally think that our season has been on a steady uprise, I guess you can say. We started off with a pretty tough non-conference schedule, playing teams like UK, Ball State, Ohio State, so very high caliber teams. And it really did push us preseason just to get us ready for conference play, and I think that really did help us to be where we are right now and to be playing the way that we are playing right now as well. Improvements that we've made throughout the season that shows in our winning streak is playing a full 90 or somewhere close to a full 90 minutes of the game. We won our last 3 games, which has put us in a very good position in the OVC standings. We are now currently in 5th place, which is basically the road to the OVC tournament. We were in 8th place before these 3 wins, so the 3 wins that we just gained really did help us in the standings, and that's good for us. We worked hard and we deserve it. Things as a team that we need to work on moving forward is basically just playing the full 90. We have a lot of bodies, but also people get tired, and we need to just work on playing that full game.
The Eagles' next game is tomorrow night at 5 p.m. at Murray State.
Stay tuned for more news after.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, John.
How are you?
I'm good.
What is that beautiful instrument you're playing?
Why, John, this is a Lee Oscar harmonica.
Do tell.
People ask me all the time what type of harmonicas I prefer. I prefer Lee Oscar. Lee Oscar harmonica is the preferred harmonica with professional harp players and TV show hosts.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear Steve was doing a commercial for our first sponsor.
That's right. Lee Oscar harmonica is the sponsor for Art This. And one of the things with Lee Oscar, folks, if you're curious in playing harmonicas, each Lee Oscar harmonica comes with a unique quick guide to inform you to how to play harmonicas with various styles of music.
All I can say is Art This.
Art
Thanks,
This.
Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
On Wednesday, the Kentucky Department of Education announced an increase in ACT scores. Nearly half of all 2018 graduates met the benchmarks in math, English, and reading. ACT benchmarks represent the minimum scores required to allow the students credit courses for entering Kentucky colleges and universities without additional work. Kentucky Education Commissioner Wayne Lewis was pleased with the progress, but said the results show significant disparities among students by race and ethnicity. He wants the state to prioritize eliminating the disparities.
On Tuesday, students and faculty of Morehead State University congregated in the Button Auditorium for the inaugural lecture of the Terry McBrayer Presidential Lecture Series in Government and Leadership. Tuesday's lecture, given by the federal co-chair of Appalachian Regional Commission, Tim Thomas, U.S. Senator Representative Howell Rogers, Morehead State University Jay Morgan, and Student Government Association President Brandon Breyer. The series contained ideas for the growth of future of the Appalachian region. Thomas says, "I believe Appalachia needs to do a better job of creating its own entrepreneurs." Thomas touched on the opioid use of the region, which highlighted the economic impact of the area.
This past Monday, the Eagle Diversity Education Center and Latino Student Union hosted the inaugural fiesta for Morehead's campus and community in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Today's fiesta was an event where American and Mexican, Hispanic, Latino cultures came together, and we really had an opportunity to embrace food, culture, dance, all the different aspects of Mexican culture, and really just trying to emphasize that we can come together as a group and, you know, have a good time.
We celebrate and we keep in our traditions. We are spreading our culture.
It was a celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, and we wanted to really dedicate a time to where we can come together and, you know, enjoy a night of honoring that. Latino Student Union and the Spanish Club came together along with EDEC, hosted this event really well. We only expected 50 to 60 people to come, and 150 people came. It was ridiculous, but we managed to have a full house. It was a great event, great time, and I'm just excited that we can maybe do this again in the future. So we had cornbread and tortillas. They sang, they danced, they showed people in the audience how to dance, and, you know, embrace the culture of like what they were trying to teach us. And so it was a really good time. We had a lot of speakers come out, and we also had a lot of people just who were curious and wanted to check it out, and it just turned out great, and I'm so glad it turned out the way we wanted it to.
A charity in Lexington called Caring Costumes had its second annual costume fair this past Wednesday. The charity collects new and gently used Halloween costumes from schools, businesses, government, and community. They give out costumes to family to ensure that every child receives a happy Halloween. The charity gave out 250 costumes last year. This year they have collected around 600 costumes to give away. They take donations at any time and collect costumes year-round. If interested, contact Caring Costumes on their Facebook page, facebook.com/caringcostumes.
Rowan County High School was subject of a random drug search last week. Morehead Police Department canine units searched areas of the school, but nothing was found. Before an officer arrives, students are given at least a 10-minute heads up. The students are then locked in the gym with all of their belongings left in either their classrooms or lockers. School Resource Officer Jim Stamper says the kids know that more than twice a year we will have random searches throughout the school grounds. Stamper is content with their findings, saying, "Thankfully, we can say that we aren't having drug or alcohol issues at our school this year, and that helps prove that."
After the break, we'll be right back with more news.
Tired of playing video games by yourself? Don't have any friends to play board games with? Or any friends at all? Then come join the Morehead State gaming community every Tuesday night at 7 to enjoy board games, video games, and more. Hosted on the second floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
Are you interested in becoming a service dog sitter or handler? 4 Paws for Ability at MSU allows members to get involved with the Service Dog Association. During your membership, you could help future service dogs get used to a public setting and get accustomed to staying on the clock in a home environment. For more information, follow MSU 4 Paws or email msusda@outlook.com.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Women's Virtue held an event Wednesday in Breckenridge Hall. The two organizations are excited for their collaboration.
So it's the My Hair, My Choice. So we're doing a collaboration with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, which we did last year. And we'll talk about all the different hair types and different ways to take care of your hair and what is healthy and unhealthy hair. It's a presentation so girls who are struggling with their hair, their natural hair, or just don't know where to go with it, or maybe they're stuck and they're not growing with their hair. It's just to help them. And then we also do a hair product exchange. So members were advised to bring a product that doesn't work for them, and then maybe they can find something that does work.
We decided to do this event to promote information about different hair types and how to take care of yourself. Our sorority is really focused and really likes to promote healthy decisions and things that are going to help benefit women and uplift them. So we felt like this was a great event to host and partner with Women's Virtue to make sure that people really know how to take care of their hair, but also so that people with different types of hair feel empowered and feel confident.
So we're a women's empowerment organization dedicated to uplifting the women here at Morehead State. So we welcome all walks of life. You know, men are welcome to our meetings. We have had a few male members to our regular meetings, and we call them our honorary members because they can't technically be a member because it is a female organization, but we do welcome them. We don't turn away anybody. You know, we're very inclusive rather than exclusive.
Canada has become the second country to legalize the recreational use of cannabis. Effective as of Wednesday, possession and use of marijuana has now been deemed lawful. Currently, there are no set plans for amnesty of Canadian prisoners serving for minor possession charges. Lawmaker Murray Rankin is pulling for an amnesty plan to be put into place. Unlicensed retailers may stay in business until licensed retailers are available, but this will ultimately be the choice of the police. Until the opening of shops in the spring, Canadians around Ontario are permitted to order cannabis online.
On October 9th, St. Clair Healthcare held a mass casualty emergency drill. Morehead Fire Department, Morehead Police, Rowan County EMS, PHI Air Medical, and Rowan County Schools Transportation Department all took part in the drill. The drill was designed to simulate the aftermath of a school bus accident with approximately 19 patients. The actors were evaluated by Rowan County EMS. Participants performed the drill as a training exercise to ensure all of those involved are prepared in the event of a mass casualty.
Earlier this month, Morehead resident Mackenzie Thomas appeared on the television series The Voice. Thomas performed the song Big White Room by Jessie J and impressed the judges. Judge Jennifer Hudson turned her chair and was stunned by Thomas's performance. Thomas had a lot of support by her community on social media. This is Thomas's second attempt at The Voice after last season's blind auditions. Thomas will appear and perform on the live shows on MVC.
An unusually early blast of record cold and snow has spread across much of the central United States in the past week. Throughout north-central parts of the country, and the duration of the cold, stormy weather is an early start to the winter. Through Sunday, snow spread from the mountains into the high plains, to parts of the Great Plains to lakes, then to Canada. Wichita and Kansas City saw their earliest snowfall in record. That's all the news we have for you today.
Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely evening. It's fine.